All right, so the Adam Project starts off with Adam Reed in the future, the year 2050, and he's escaping some kind of patrol to kind of get back to the past. When you realize that he was going and meeting his younger self, like how did you like that interaction?
I think the really like the strength in this movie is the interaction between Ryan Reynolds, and I don't know the younger actor's name, but them two, all their scenes together are gold.
Yeah, so Ryan Reynolds is actually escaping to the past because he's looking for his wife, and he crash lands in the year 2022, and that's where he meets this younger version of himself. He actually has a really like heart to heart talk with his like mom in the past. How did you see that play out, and like what did you think of their interaction in the bar scene?
Honestly, it was probably one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Um, Ryan Reynolds in this movie, like he killed it. But you can kind of see that he's been wanting to say this to his mom for a long time. You see like the emotion swelling up, and he's like tearing up, and it's just like a really heartfelt scene.
So that part when they're at the end of the movie, right, and they're playing catch together, and you know, Ruffalo Buffalo's character goes to pick up the ball, and he turns around to throw it back, and they're just gone. What was your take on the time travel aspects in this movie? It's very similar to kind of like Back to the Future. Did you like that? How it's one streamed line and everything else kind of gets taken out?
It's kind of like Loki with like the multiverse. I don't know if you've watched like the Loki show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it's kind of like that idea where there's supposed to be like that main timeline and everything's going to kind of have to go back to that. So there's going to be main events like his father dying that's going to happen no matter what, and that has to happen.
Their timeline was still intact. Younger Adam's timeline was still intact. And then Ruffalo Buffalo's timeline was still intact, even though with them being there, it was now altered. So the moment they followed him into the past, it's this whole thing where it's like, you ever watch Austin Powers, where like he thinks about, he's like, oh, I've gone cross-eyed.
Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed.
It's kind of like cache memory, right? Everything is there until it gets cleared. And so I think that was a breaking point in this one, was when the particle accelerator was destroyed and the partner was killed. That's when everything reset.
Yeah.
But certain things still played out the same way.
Also, the villain sucked. The villain was not good.
Yeah.
Every time she was on screen, like honestly, just kind of checked out a little bit.
The de-aged her,
Yeah,
that
the
never goes well.
de-aging was distracting.
Thank you for that information. You're welcome.
So Blake, final thoughts on the movie?
It's a good time. It's a good time. Turn your brain off for a couple hours. Just enjoy what you're watching on the screen. Obviously, it's not a perfect movie, but it's an enjoyable watch, definitely.
Yeah, so for me personally, I really enjoyed the movie for what it was. Like you said, it's a Netflix movie. Anything Ryan Reynolds, I'm just gonna gush over. So that's just first and foremost. But it was a fun. I cried. I can't say that a lot about.
I cried too.
Yeah, I can't say that about a lot of other movies.
It surprised me.
Yeah, I definitely could rewatch it at some point. The rewatchability is certainly there, but it wasn't something I was like, oh my god, tell everyone to go see it. But like, because I'm a Ryan Reynolds fan, everybody go see it. So if you enjoyed our review, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, or click here
Or here.
to see more of our videos. I'm Marlene,
And I'm Blake.
and this is Beyond the Screen Weekly.